Good morning and assalamu alaikum class 10. Can you hear me? Good morning and assalamu alaikum class 10. Girls and boys, can you hear me, Vita? Walaikum salam, everybody. Walaikum salam. Okay. Okay, Harim, let me check my sound settings. Is it okay? Can you hear me now, class 10? Harim, can you hear me now? Okay. Okay, so today we are going to start today's lecture and English literature lecture, as you all know, and tomorrow I am going to receive your English literature copies for the checking. Okay, you are not supposed to bring your English language copies. Whoever is coming to the school for submitting your copies, please send your English literature journals, not English language journals, because this ongoing week is our English literature week, and people have got the assignments of English literature. So obviously, I will be accepting your English literature journals, not English language journals. Okay. Okay. Now, as you all know, that today again we have English literature lecture. Walaikum salam, Amna. Today we are going to have our lecture number 59 and date is 10th of December 2020. If you remember, yesterday we have started a lesson. Yes, Daniel, when we will have our English language week, then kindly send your English language copy, not tomorrow. Because if you are sending your language copy tomorrow, I am not going to accept it. So please only send your literature journal, and once when you will get the chance, get the week of English language, then you will be sending your English language journal. Okay, I hope I'm clear. Okay, so what I was telling you today, we are going to have again our English literature week, and lecture number is 59 and date is 10th of December. Yes, Daniel, you will get the marks if your walk is complete. Lecture number is 59 and date is 10th of December 2020. As you all know that yesterday we have started a lesson, lesson number 20. Wait, let me check lesson number 26, and the name of the lesson is the customs of various regions of Pakistan. And yesterday I have told you the meaning of the word customs as well. The meaning of word customs is a daily practice, or you can say a habit or a tradition. All these, a culture, even you can say, all these things come under the meaning of customs. And yesterday we studied about the Punjabis, about the Pathans, and we have started learning about Balochis, how, which kind of life, what kind of life do they live, and what are their eating habits, their way of living, their language. And do you remember about yesterday's lecture? Yesterday we studied about Pathans. If we talk a little bit about Pathans, Pathans are very sturdy and brave people. They are very hospitable and they protect their guests on the cost of their own life. Okay, what are their favorite dishes? Their favorite food is meat, and their favorite dishes are mutton, roasted mutton, and chapli kebabs. Then we discussed about the Punjabis as well. First of all, the Punjab is known as the seat of learning and heart of Pakistan. by Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Why is Punjab known as the heart of Pakistan? Because uh, till today, still a large number of universities, schools, and colleges. Walaikum Assalam, Aisha. A large number of schools, colleges, and universities are flourishing in Punjab. One more thing, the University of Texla, which is almost okay, University of Texla, which is very famous, very common, very well-known university, and it flourished nearly 2,500 years ago. One more thing about Punjabis is that Punjabis are religious by nature. Their festivals, their fairs are being celebrated which are associated to the Urs of the Sufi saints and the mystic saints. Okay, then we started learning about the Balochis. The Balochistan is consisted of a vast barren land and dry mountains. Balochis mostly face extreme weather. Extreme weather means in winters they face extreme winters, and in summers they face extreme summers, and their life is quite difficult. Though a large number of smalls and towns have been developed over there, but still people are living a nomadic life. And yesterday I have told you the meaning of nomadic as well. What is the meaning of nomadic? Who is going to tell me the meaning of word nomadic? Hurry up, I'm waiting for your answer. What does nomadic mean? Class 10. What does nomadic mean? Okay, I have told you the meaning of nomadic in Urdu yesterday, khana badosh, and in English, nomadic means a person who keeps on moving from place to place according to the weather and according to the circumstances. And yesterday, I have told you this thing. Yesterday, I have told you this thing as well, that in winters, they mostly come down from the mountains, from the hills, because it's too cold in mountains in the winter season, but in summer seasons they go back to the mountains. Okay, but the right meaning of nomadic is the person who keeps on moving from place to place according to the weather and according to the circumstances. मौसम के मुताबिक और हालात के मुताबिक these people keep on changing their places, their houses, their homes, their way of living. Okay. Okay, now we are going to take a start about today's lecture. Again, we are going to talk about Balochis. Little bit we talked about the Balochis yesterday. One thing is that they mostly live nomadic life. Secondly, this thing they face extreme weathers. Number three, Balochistan is made up of vast barren lands and dry mountains. Okay. Now we are going to take a start, page number 98, and let's start reading. In extreme cold weather, they place a sandly, a local stove. Beta, isko aapko yaad rakhna hai. Keep this word in your mind, that in extreme cold weather, they place a sandly, which is a local stove, kind of a stove, yani ki ek chulha hota hai, with a little burning coal in the middle of the room. Now, let me tell you this thing, they are not too much advanced people to have the heaters at their homes. उनके पास घरों में heaters मौजूद नहीं है. In place of heaters, they place a sandy, a local stove with a little burning coal in the middle of the room. यानी कि एक local किस्म का एक चूल्हा है, एक stove है, जिसके अंदर कुछ कोयले जल रहे होते हैं, and they keep that, they place that sandy in the middle of the room for the heating purposes, अपने आप को गर्म करने के लिए, to save them from the extreme winters. They place a sandy, a local stove with a little burning coal in the middle of the room. Okay, this point is very important for your blanks and for your MCQs. Okay, it is kept under a table and a large quilt or a blanket is spread over the table. Now, another point is that this local stove or sandy is kept under a table, and a large quilt or a blanket is spread over the table. यानी कि मेज के नीचे इस सैंडले को नीचे रख के उसके ऊपर ये लोग कोई क्विल्ट या कोई ब्लैंकेट स्प्रेड कर देते हैं. All the members of the family get under the quilt or the blanket to keep themselves warm. Okay, this is the way of keeping themselves warm during the winter season. This can be given to you in your question answers as well, in your blanks as well, in your MCQs as well. The way of heating themselves is that they place, in extreme cold weather, they place a sandly, a local stove with a little burning coal in the middle of the room. Then it is kept under a table and a large quilt or a blanket is spread all over the table, and all the members of the family get under the quilt or blanket to keep themselves warm. Now please keep this thing in your mind that for the heating purposes, they don't have the heaters. They have a sadly a local stove to keep themselves warm. Okay, the next thing is the Balochis lead a simple life. They spread a blanket on the floor, place the food in the middle, and sit around it to have their meals. Now, if you people have watched in TV dramas or in any kind of their documentaries, you must have noticed this thing. Their way of life is very, very simple. They lead a very simple life, and they don't have the dining tables like us, as we people usually take our meals while sitting on the dining tables, dining chairs. They don't have such kind of furnitures at their homes. They don't use the dining chairs or the dining tables. They mostly spread blankets on the floor and place the food in the middle and sit around it to have their meals. यानी कि जमीन पर ही ब्लैंकेट स्प्रेड करके सेंटर में खाना रख के और वो सब मिलजुल के वहीं पर खाते हैं. Okay, they usually sit and sleep on the floor and entertain their guests in the same way. Now, they usually sleep on the floor. They don't have beds. They don't have dining tables. They sleep on the floor and entertain their guests in the same way. Okay? Daniel, it's not Punjab, it's about Balochistan. And mostly still it's happening, okay? Still the way of living is same. I'm talking about Balochistan, not Punjab. Okay, and they entertain their guests in the same way. यानी कि they entertain their guests in the same way. Their way of entertaining their guests is also the same. ऐसा नहीं है कि guest आ जाए तो उनको beds provide कर दे. No, they entertain their guests in the same way. Well-to-do families use carpets instead of blankets. Now, well-to-do means well-off families, rich families who can afford, instead of ब्लैंकेट्स दे यूज कार्पेट्स. ठीक है, जमीन पर ब्लैंकेट्स बिछाने के बजाय, ब्लैंकेट स्प्रेड करने के बजाय दे यूज कार्पेट्स. The who do this? Well-to-do families, the well-off families, the rich families. Okay, the rocky area is mostly barren and water is hard to get. Still, they are feeling such kind of difficulties. They are facing such kind of problems. Water is very hard to get. Women have to carry water from long distances. यानी कि अभी भी वहाँ की खवातीन को बहुत दूर दूर तक पैदल चल के जाना पड़ता है to carry water. Okay, the women of Balochistan wear most of their jewelry all the time. अच्छा, this is their normal culture, their normal norm. एक नॉर्मल उनका ट्रेडिशन है कि उनकी जो खवातीन है वो नॉर्मल रूटीन में भी ज्वेलरी पहने रहती हैं. जैसे इफ वी टॉक अबाउट आवर वीमेन, हमारे यहाँ यूज ऑफ ज्वेलरी इज नॉट वेरी कॉमन इन डेली लाइफ, बट whenever we are going to somewhere to attend any party or any wedding, we mostly prefer to wear the jewelry. Okay, let me ask this thing. Who is this Sayyida Zainab Ali? Kindly rename yourself. Who is this Sayyida Zainab Ali? Kindly rename yourself, otherwise you will be out of the class. Beta, hurry up, rename yourself and join the class with your own name. So what I was telling you that in our daily life, we don't prefer to wear jewelries, but whenever we are going to attend the party or any kind of wedding, we prefer to wear the jewelries. But this is the normal tradition of the women of Balochistan that they keep on wearing their jewelries on a daily basis. Okay, this is the part of their dressing. The traditional jewelry of Balochistan is beautifully designed and it's very common and it is liked by everybody. Okay, basically, this is their tradition to wear their jewelry on the daily basis. But if I talk about our women, we don't prefer to wear jewelry on the daily basis. And if we are talking about the women belonging to Balochistan, their jewelry is very beautifully designed, their jewelry is very beautiful, and it is liked all over the world as well. Okay. Now, we are going to talk about the Balochi weddings. Okay, so what kind of Balochis have their weddings? The Balochi wedding ceremonies are performed amidst songs and laughter, with men and women dancing to the lively beat of drums. Okay, this thing is quite common. If we talk about our own wedding ceremonies as well, we mostly celebrate our wedding ceremonies. We mostly do our wedding ceremonies in the same way, like dancing, like songs and laughter on the lively beats of the drum. This is something very common. The groom feasts his own and the bride's guest. Okay, now this is something very different. Now, please keep this thing in your mind that Balochi's wedding is quite different in this way, that the groom feasts his own and the bride's guest. This is something very, you can say, very exceptional that doesn't happen in our weddings. That, as for example, if Bharat is coming in our wedding, the family of bride entertain the guest by presenting them the food items. But it happens in Balochi weddings. In Balochi weddings, the groom feasts his family and the bride's guests as well. The food is brought along with the barat. Okay, it means that the family of groom is coming. They are bringing the food with themselves to entertain their family members and the guests of the bride as well. Okay, this is something very unusual. The civilization of Sindh, which is also known as the Valley of Mehran, the civilization of Sindh, very, very important point. It is very important for your MCQs, for your blanks as well. The civilization of Sindh, which is also known as the Valley of Mehran, is one of the oldest in the world. The ancient city of Mohenjo-daro dates back to 2500 before Christ. Okay, when you were in class 9, you have read about Mohenjo-daro in class 9 as well. The ancient city of Mohenjo-daro is, you can say, old like 2500 years ago. And its ruins speak of the highly developed society that existed there about 5000 years ago. Class 10, if you remember your lesson, Mohenjo-daro, that you have read in class 9, we have read in detail about this civilization, that they were very, you can say, well-to-do people. They were properly having their houses nearby, the washrooms, properly streets and lanes were there. They were having a kind of a big hall to store their grains. So you can say that property shops were there and the carts were there to carry the people from place to place. If you remember that lesson, everything we have learned in that lesson. So once again, one to two sentences are added in this lesson as well. Uh, The civilization of Sindh, which is also known as the Valley of Mehran, it is almost 2,500 years old, and most festivals in Sindh. Okay, after Balochistan, we are now studying about the Sindh. Most festivals in Sindh, as in Punjab, are of a religious nature. Devotees from all over Pakistan come to the woods of mystic poets. Okay, what is the meaning of mystic? Mystic means, you can say, Sufi. Okay, and saints like Shahbaz Kalandar and Shah Abdul Latif Bhitai. Many folk songs are sung to their memory. I have told you the meaning of folk songs yesterday. The meaning of folk songs is Lok Geet. Okay. Now, after Balochistan, we are studying about Sindh. That first of all, in Balochi wedding, this is something quite unusual or exceptional, that groom feast his own family and the guests of bride. The Barat with themselves bring the food for themselves and for the family of bride as well. Now we are talking about civilization of Sindh, which is also known as the Valley of Mehran, and it is 2,500 years old. Most festivals of Sindh, like in Punjab, are of a religious nature. Devotees from all over Pakistan come to the urs of mystic poets and saints like Shahbaz Kalandar and Shah Abdul Latif Bhitai. Beta, now you have to learn this thing, that who are the saints of Sindh and who are the saints of Punjab. Okay, what is next? The folk music of Sindh is very sweet and melodious. The iktara is a popular one-stringed instrument used in Sindh from ancient times, and the algoza is another instrument typical of this region. Beta, please learn these two things, that iktara and algoza. These are the names of two musical instruments. They are used in Sindhi music. Okay, Iktara and Algoza. I'm repeating again. The Iktara and the Algoza, they are the names of two famous one-string musical instruments which are used in Sindhi music. The Iktara and Algoza, they are the names of two famous one-string musical instruments. They are used in Sindhi folk music. Sindhi folk music. Okay. Okay, now the Sindhi embroidery is admired all over Pakistan as well as in foreign countries. The dresses of both men and women are colorfully embroidered in silk thread. Now, what is very famous in Sindh? Sindhi embroidery is very famous all over the Pakistan and in foreign countries as well. The dresses of both men and women are colorfully embroidered in silk thread. Even for their usually daily wear, most women wear dresses embroidered heavily in threads, beads, and mirrors. Okay, now keep this in your mind, that in daily life, they mostly wear such kind of dresses which are heavily embroidered in threads, beads, and mirrors. Mirror work is also done on purses and cushions. Some of the customs of Pakistan come from the old age, special traditions of land, and some from religious background. But no matter what their origin, these colorful and interesting customs add charm to the life of the people of the various regions of Pakistan. Okay, let me explain you this thing, that customs and traditions of the Pakistan vary from region to region. They vary from province to province. They vary from cities to city. But whatever their origin is, whatever their root is, whatever their base is, they are very colorful, they are very interesting, and they add charm to the customs and to the life of the people. And these customs and traditions of Pakistan are very, very you can say important, very significant and very very dear to ourselves. ये हमारे लिए बहुत अहम है. They are very important for us. We cannot take them for grantedly. They are having great importance for us. We know that they vary from region to region and province to province, but no, it doesn't matter at all. They are equally important for us and they are equally dear to us. Okay, now class 10, tell me, is this clear to us, clear to all of you? Should we move forward towards the comprehension and objectives? Hurry up, please tell me, is everything clear? Okay, okay. Now it's your turn. You people are going to answer me the questions that are in front of you. You people are going to give me the answers of these questions. Like first question is, for example, what sort of people are the Pathans? Who will give me the answer? What sort of the people are the Pathans? Very good. Sturdy. Faiza, it's sturdy. Sturdy. Pathans are brave and sturdy and strong people. Yes, very good. ठीक है. Okay. My next question is, what food do they like? What food do they like? What food do they like? Okay, basically their favorite food is meat. Their favorite food is meat, and the specialties, the special dishes are roasted mutton and chapli kebabs. Yes. Okay, very good. Okay, number 3 question is, how does a tribesman announce the birth of a son? How does a tribesman announce the birth of a son? Very good, Harim. A tribesman announces the birth of a son by a rifle shot. Yeah, let me check the position that they have used. Yes, by rifle shots. It should be by rifle shots. A tribesman announces the birth of a son by rifle shots. Okay. Question number 4 is, why does he announce it? Why does he announce it? Very good, Amna. Very good, Faiza. Anybody else? Very good, Hari. Basically, in tribal areas, in tribal families, they consider the birth of a son as a blessing to the family. So, if the number of men folk is more in the family, they consider themselves more stronger. Basically, the men folk is their power. If the number of men folk is greater in their family, they consider it as their power. They feel themselves more powerful. Okay. Very good. Okay. Question number 5 is, why is the Punjab called the seat of learning? Why is the Punjab called the seat of learning? Why is the Punjab called the seat of learning? What is the reason? Basically, yes, very good. Misha, Punjab is called the seat of learning because still large number of schools, colleges and universities are being flourished there. And one thing, Harim, you have also given a very good example. The oldest university of Texla which is about 2,500 years old, proves that how old the Punjab has an education system. And one more thing is that the standard of education is very, very good in Punjab as well. Okay, very good. Okay, the next question number 6 is which is the university that existed in Pakistan about 2,500 years ago? Yes, we all know that the University of Texla that existed in Pakistan about 2,500 years ago. Okay, my next question is where do the Punjabi farmers sit in the evening? Where do the Punjabi farmers sit in the evening? Who will give me the answer of this question? Where do the Punjabi farmers sit in the evening? Very good. The Punjabi farmers sit in the evening in Chaupal. And what do they do there? What is the purpose of gathering over there? What do they do? Faiza, very good. Anybody else? Basically, when they get some leisure time, some free time, they all gather over there in a chapal to discuss their, you can say, for the gossips and to discuss their problems and to sort out as well, to seek their solutions as well before taking them to the court. यानी कि अदालत में ले जाने से पहले वो खुद उन मसले मसाइल को आपस में they discuss with each other and they try to seek their solutions as well. Okay, question number 8 is what is the result of extreme weather on the lives of the Balochis? Very good, Faiza. Okay, question number 8 is what is the result of extreme weather on the lives of the Balochis? What is the result of, okay Harim, no problem beta. What is the result of extreme weather on the lives of the Balochis? Who will give me the answer of this question? I have explained you in a detail beta. What is the result of extreme weather on the lives of the Balochis? Hurry up, class 10 beta. Fawzia beta, your answer is not right. Faiza and Harim have given the right answer. Basically, most of the Balochis live a nomadic life. So, because they face an extreme weather, because of this reason, they keep on moving. They live a nomadic life. They keep on migrating from one place to another according to the weather and according to the circumstances. Like during the winter season, they move down from the mountains or the hills because it's too cold in winter season. They move down from the mountains or hills, and during the summer season, they go back to the mountains or hills. This is the purpose. Basically, this is the reason. That's why they live a nomadic life, because they face an extreme weather, like extreme summers and extreme winters in Balochistan. Okay. How old is the civilization of the Valley of Mehran? Who will give me the answer? Very good, Misha. How old is the civilization of the Valley of Mehran? How old is this? How old is the civilization of the Valley of Mehran? Very good. Very good, Faiza. It's about, you can say, yes, 5,000 years old, almost 5,000 years old. This is the time period that is given in your books. It's about 5,000 years old. Okay, question number 10 is, what are the famous crafts of Sindh? What are the famous crafts of Sindh? Very good. The famous crafts of Sindh are their sheets, yes, clothes, embroidered clothes. Basically, their embroidery is very common, which is done. It's very famous not only in Pakistan, even in foreign countries as well. This embroidery is being done by using silk thread, by using mirrors, and what other thing they have done, which is mentioned in your book? Beads, yes. Beads, mirrors, and silk threads are used. And one more thing is that their mirror work is done on the purses and cushions. The mirror work which is done on purses and cushions is also very, very well known and famous, not only in Pakistan, even in the foreign countries as well. Okay. Okay, now we are moving forward. Now we have some blanks in front of us, and you people are giving the answers. I think I have missed any question if I'm not wrong. Mm, no, I don't think that I have missed any question. Okay, now we have fill in the blanks in front of us. And number one is the Sindhi dash admire all over Pakistan as well as in foreign countries. Very good. The Sindhi embroidery. Okay. The Sindhi embroidery is the right answer. Question number two, sorry, blank number two. The iktara and dash are typical musical instruments of Sindh. Hurry up. Very good, very good. The iktara and algoza are typical musical instruments of Sindh. Very good. Okay, now we have number three. The ruins of Mohenjo-daro are dash years old. No, 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 beta. The ruins of Mohenjo-daro are 2,500 years old, if I am not wrong. Let me check in your book as well. Yes, it's almost 2,500 years old. Okay, beta, kindly correct yourself. The ruins of Mohenjo-daro are 2,500 years old, if I am not wrong. Okay, the next is the ancient civilization of Sindh. The ancient civilization of Sindh. Yes, yes, yes. Faiza, you have given the right answer. Basically, the ruins of Mohenjo-daro are 5,000 years ago. Very good, right answer. And the ancient civilization of Sindh dates back to 2500 BC, means before Christ. Very good. Faiza, very good. Nobody else is answering. Where are the other students? What they are doing? Okay, the next is in dash, the wedding food is brought along with the barat. With the barat. Sorry, it's a typing mistake. In dash, the wedding food is brought along with the barat. What is the right answer? In dash, the wedding food is brought along with the barat. Class 10, are you sleeping? Please give me the answer of this blank. Hurry up, everybody. Yes, very good. In Balochi weddings, the food is brought along with the barat. People of Balochistan keep themselves warm by using a dash in cold weather. A very typical word that I have told you, it's sandly. Sandly. Sandly in cold weather. Okay. Mela Chiraha is held every year in every year on the event of the Urs of Saint Madhu Lal Hussain. Madhu Lal Hussain. Punjabi men express their joy by dancing the bhangra at weddings. The dash of Gujarat, the pottery of Gujarat